Welcome back to my channel. I thought first I want to say like, subscribe, and share. I have been getting calls, thank God. I don't even know why. Well, you kind of do, but thanks anyway for calling and messaging me about my channel and the information and that you're making Aliyah. That's awesome. And I hope others will get information, not just from me, but from social media. We have this opportunity to find out as much information as possible, and it's readily available. I'm doing this video. It's not late evening, but it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm winding down. And usually I do the videos in the morning. But I was thinking, two things that I wanted to talk about was Kupat, the Kupat Cholim, which is our insurance in Israel, which is free, right? You pay through your taxes, but basically it's free. You can go to the doctor and not have to worry about paying anything. So there's four, right? And then you have and within the four, there are four levels that you can get. And the basic is you don't pay anything every month for this insurance. It's just basic, and it's pretty much covers basic stuff. It doesn't cover the fluff of alternative medicine, which your Kupat does provide if you go up a level. I used to be with Milchedet. I've been in Israel almost 20 years. And when we first made Aliyah, we got Milchedet. It was what was in the neighborhood. It was what was told to us. It was what our cousins had. And so we got that insurance. So that's kind of the first thing. How you decide what insurance you're going to get is based on what everybody else in the neighborhood has, and how many branches are available in your neighborhood that you choose from. So we used to live in a neighborhood called Remote Aleph in Jerusalem. And so funny about that apartment. But anyway, we moved there, and our cousins had Meuchedet. MEUHEDT, something like that. It's with an M. Anyway, so we had that, and it was really good. I mean, because we had all of the services in the different neighborhoods of Remote. So that was great. Another thing that I had to think about was English, which I didn't at the time, but I'm telling you now, it's kind of good. No matter how well your Hebrew is, you need that English to understand, because I don't know, it's just hard to understand things in Hebrew terms. And a lot of the medical terms they say is in English or with English words. However, it's pronounced differently. I give you a perfect example. Television. So if you say television, it's not television, it's televisia, right? Or you say radio, it's not radio, it's radio. And you could say radio and nobody knows what you're talking about. You literally have to say radio. So same thing with these medical terms. They might be usually English words, but everything else is in Hebrew. You're like, what are you saying? But a lot of the doctors do speak English, so you won't have a problem. So there's four. There's Milchedet, there's Lumi, there is Klalit, and there is Maccabi. So I've been with Milchedet for almost 20 years, and I just recently changed. Yay. I should have changed a while ago, because I've been unhappy with them, in a sense of I saw a lot of the Olim that came chose Maccabi. And so there was a group on Facebook called Medical Finding Practitioners and Medical Inquiries in Israel. That's what the group called. You can just put in medical inquiries. You have to join first, but so in there, when you ask hey, who do you go to for your family doctor? Or do you like them? And then, people say, oh, I go to so-and-so and da-da-da-da, and they're with Maccabi. Or I just decided to do alternative medicine and they're with Maccabi. And they have a whole center, on, Derek Becklechem or whatever. Great. So I'm seeing this over and over again. So Milchedet, you asked a question for Milchedet. I felt in Jerusalem, I felt with Milchedet, no one would respond if I asked the question like, okay, who do you go for your family doctor? What do you do for this? What do you do for that? Da, da, da. Who do you go to? Like his questions are welcome. Always ask questions, right? That is your one step to success in this role is asking questions. Questions, questions, questions. So um, so anyway, I changed to Maccabi. So I'm really happy. Also, my oldest daughter has Maccabi, which is great because she knows the system. She can help me. I just feel like as I get older, I want to rely on my kids more in a sense of like, just, why am I breaking my brain? They speak Hebrew fluently. They're very immersed in Israeli society and culture. So like, why not get their help too? So anyway, I just changed to Maccabi. I haven't made my doctor's appointment yet, but like I'm going all out. I'm getting a different doctor, a new doctor. I just saw someone that I really want to check out. She's an English speaker. She's from Australia, so I don't have to worry about the language with that. Because also when you're talking, it's just about like your worries and different things like that. It doesn't come out well in Hebrew, even if you speak it fluently. I feel it's just nice to have the English. So anyway, you have your Kupot and you pay, there's a basic, which you don't pay anything for. It's just automatic. And then there's like a next level, which usually is like Shali or something like that on all the Kupot. Like the second level is like maybe 120 shekels a month, which is in dollars is 30 into 12 is 4. So $40 a month, right? And then that gets me medical, dental. It gets me you get dental anyway, but like extra of dental, like breaks in like cosmetic or I guess cosmetic, I think. And then the next thing is the alternative medicine. They have a center, like a building of alternative medicine that you can get, like physical therapy. I mean, just like basic physical therapy, not if you have an injury. And if you get a reference from your doctor, then you don't have to pay. I mean, if you, whatever insurance you have, if you didn't have any insurance of just the basic and your doctor gives a referral, then you get it for free. If your doctor gives you a referral, it's free. You don't pay anything, right? But if you like go on your own and you have like the second level of insurance, which is what I have, I can go and get the alternative medicine stuff that I want, like acupuncture, reflexology, things like that, right? And then you also can get like a personal trainer, for working out, swimming, like all the things, all the extras that's not with medicine is under the alternative. And sometimes it's in a big building, which Maccabi has in Jerusalem. I just go to just one building, make my appointments, go and Zell. So I'm really happy about that. So you have the 4 kupot. And so when you choose one, you want to choose one that's easily available, accessible to get to. So you want to have that, and you want to check and see if there's anybody speak English, or if you know friends that you decide you're going to move to a neighborhood and your friends live in that neighborhood, I would choose where they go. Like literally, that's what I would do. Like, because it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. They're all good. They all provide the same service. Everybody goes to the same hospitals that you could choose. Like, we have so many, right? I had I had 2 kids at Shari Sedek, which is very Anglo. And Jessica, of course, I had in the States, but that's where I had my 2 kids was Shari Sedek, and that's in Jerusalem. But other people go to the hospitals are amazing and very on top of their game as far as medicine. If you look at your medicine, by the way, a lot of it, and you research on the companies, Israel. So I don't know why people think Israel's like behind on a lot of things. We aren't. We have it. It's available, and you don't have to like pay as much as you do like in the States. And I wish everybody in America haslacha on that with the new president with the insurance, because it didn't seem like that's a concern for people for medical, but. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I want to talk about with medical. So I'm really excited that I changed the Kupa to Maccabi, Mukabi, Clalit, and Lumi. Those are the four, right? And then people, Americans, not other, because Europeans are know how the system works because they had it. They have it there too. But Americans seem to think they want to get more insurance, some supplemental insurance of, I don't know why, but they do. I don't know, but there is such a thing as supplemental insurance of from a separate company, not related to private doctors. I guess because if you go to a private doctor, which a lot of people do because you don't want to wait for an appointment, because sometimes it's not like just like right away, like family, like basic doctors. It's like you can get one like right away. But if it's like a specialty type doctor, sometimes it isn't right away. It's like a few weeks or a month. But if it's emergency, then it isn't that. Like people seem to think that it isn't. If it's an emergency, then you just go to the center in the hospital where they have the specialty doctors also. So you can either go through you could either go to the different clinics that's around in the city, town, or wherever you live to wait for the appointment with the, say, rheumatologist, maybe. And you go to a rheumatologist, or you go to a, I don't know, urology. I don't know, one of these big doctors, like specialty doctors. And you can get an appointment. For example, I live in a neighborhood in Jerusalem, and the Kupa is here. So say I want to go to a rheumatologist at the clinic here, and the rheumatologist at this particular branch is not there all the time. And the first appointment at this place is in December 15th, say. But if I say to the main number that you call to make your appointments, if I call them and say, hey, where else are they available? And that's the closest time that I can go. Where are they available? So they'll say, oh, they are in Tel Aviv next week, and they have an opening. So then I would have to travel to Tel Aviv to get that appointment next week, right? Or I would call I would go to the, it's called the Turim Clinic, which is like, I don't even know what it's called in the States, but you have one. It has all the doctors in it. It's like a hospital, but not a hospital, right? And you go and you can see, but you have to wait. You pull a number. And when you pull the number, you have to wait for your number call. So it could be like they're on 40 and you're number 65 or something. So then you can get it done that day, something like that. So you can definitely get the service that you need right away. It's just like, have to go, or you'll just wait because obviously you have time, It's just in America, everything is like right now, today. And it's kind of hard to get in that frame of mind when you move to Israel. So, but it's still worth it because I'm not paying a lot of money to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's what's great about it. Other thing I wanted to talk about was, I wanted to talk about Kupot, and I wanted to talk about something that, like, as my kids get older, it's harder for me. It's like I'm starting all over again, learning things because my kids are like now teenagers, and so it's like a whole learning curve. And a friend of mine who just made Aliyah like 2-3 years ago, so she made Aliyah, and her kids were already the age my kids are now. 2-3 years ago. So she's already been through stuff that I haven't been through, which is like choosing what their kids are going to do when they finish high school. Where are they going to go? What do they want to do? There's so many choices. It's like overwhelming, like so much. But I'll talk about that another time. But it's like really funny because I'm watching my daughter, who is going to be 18, God willing, soon, in another month and a half. And she's just developing so amazingly. And I look at her and I'm just like, wow, she's so mature. She knows so much. Like she even sees herself. She couldn't be sitting with someone her age from America. Like they're just worlds apart. Like what she talks about, what she's interested in, because they start life at 18, truly. Life at 18. And it's no joke. And like, we're religious, right? So my daughter, she's already thinking about like marriage and things like that, but she'll work and she'll figure out, is she going to do Shirut Lumi? I told her I did not want her doing the army. but Shirut Lumi, which is an alternative of the army, which is, you work in the system and you get training that way, but you're helping out in the country with Shirut Lumi. That's the easiest way I could explain it. So she's going to do Shirut Lumi. And then after Shirut Lumi, what does she do? So, but as she's, there's so many branches of it. It's like so new to me, and I'm so like overwhelmed about it that, again, asking questions. I just call a friend of mine and I say, I didn't tuck any of these in. I just call a friend of mine and I say, hey, I don't know this, or I don't know that. Can you help me? Can you figure it out, or whatever? And yay. So, that's what I wanted to talk about today, was about the Kupat Cholim, and about how I'm still learning like a lot of things with teenagers and how to figure out how to navigate their life a bit more to have success, because I don't know. And that's difficult because I don't know. And I've been here so long. But my daughter's smart, thank God. And she's in a school that helps her from A to Z, which is awesome. Yeah, so that's it for today on this video, and I will talk to you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.